Gonna have to do a part two on this one. I hit the wrong button, and instead of there's no way I'm gonna shoot this one again, or at least shoot the beginning again. So we're to the Memphis Grizzlies. Am I right? Or no, I did the Memphis Grizzlies. We're to the Miami Heat. It's also in the NBA championship, and they have won 3 championships. They've been in the NBA since 1988. And I remember some championships when they had LeBron James. And that takes us on to the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, that was a team that drafted Lou Alcindor, later on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the stars of the LA Lakers. Been in the NBA since 1968. And they have won 2 NBA championships. And we go on to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They were established in 1989, and they have not won any NBA championships. And this takes us to the New Orleans Pelicans. Let's see what we can find out on the Pelicans. They've been in the league since 1988. And from 88 to 2002, they were the Charlotte Hornets. 2002 to 2005, the New Orleans Hornets. 2005, 2007, they were in New Orleans, and then Oklahoma City Hornets. Then back to 2007, 2013, the New Orleans Hornets. 2013 to present time, the New Orleans Pelicans. Charlotte wanted that name back, so the Charlotte team had moved from Charlotte, North Carolina to New Orleans in 2002. And that takes us to the New York Knickerbockers, the New York Knicks. Let's see what kind of history they have. They're also an original NBA team. They started in 1946. And they've won 2 NBA championships. Although it's been quite a while. They won a 1970 and 1973 championship. And we're moving on to the Oklahoma City Thunder. They were founded in 1967 to 2008 as the Seattle Supersonics. 2008 became the Oklahoma City Thunder. 1979, they won the NBA championship. The Oklahoma City team is not as the Seattle Supersonics. They did. I remember that year. That 1978, the Bullets beat them in the championship, and then the following year, the Supersonics beat the Bullets in the championship. And we're going on to the Orlando Magic. And they were established in 1989. NBA championships, 0. I thought for some reason they had won some NBA championships. I don't know. I don't know, maybe you haven't think of something else, but I thought they actually had won a couple of NBA championships. Well, it says none. And we're moving on to another franchise, another very successful NBA champ, NBA franchise, especially back in the 70s when they had Dr. J, the Philadelphia 76ers. And Dr. J was Julius Erving. In 1946, they were founded, and they were in 1963 they were called the Syracuse Nationals. Became the Philadelphia 76ers in 1963. And they have won 2 NBA championships. And we go on to the Phoenix Suns. They also have not won any NBA championships. They were in the championships against Milwaukee a few years ago. And they've been in the league since 1968. And here we have the Portland Trail Blazers. Don't know much about them. 1970, they were established in 1970 and have been the Portland Trail Blazers ever since. They have won NBA championship in 1977. I believe Jack Ramsey was the coach back then, if I'm not mistaken. And we're moving on to the Sacramento Kings. I know this team's moved. Yeah, a few times. They were in a different league. This actually from 1923 to 1957. They're the Rochester Royals. 57-72 Cincinnati Royals. 72 to 75 the Kansas City Omaha Kings. 75 to 85 there's Kansas City Kings, and 1985 to now the Rochester Royals. 23 to 45 were in various unknown leagues. National Basketball League 45 to 48, Basketball Association of America 48 to 49, became part of the NBA in 1949. They do not have any championships. I remember they had quite a series a while back with the Lakers. And let's see what we have now. San Antonio Spurs. I remember that team from Tim Duncan on that team. I think I said he was with the Houston Rockets before, which was a mistake. Let's see. That's team. Let's see, San Antonio Spurs. Let's see. They were called the Dallas Chaparrals, 1967, 70, 71, 73. 70, 71, they were called the Texas Chaparrals. In 73, they became the San Antonio Spurs. They have 5 NBA championships. And now we get to the Toronto Raptors. I remember them recently winning an NBA championship over the Golden State Warriors. They were founded in 1995 and have won one NBA championship. And we're on to the Utah Jazz. They were established in 1974 as the New Orleans Jazz, and then 1979 became Utah Jazz. New Orleans tried to get that name back from Utah, but it didn't happen. And this team has not ever won an NBA championship. From what I remember, when they moved to Utah, I believe Utah had hosted the NCAA college championship, and it was very attendance was phenomenal, and I believe that was one of the reasons the team ended up relocating to Utah. I'm sure at least that had a bearing on their relocation. And we finally come to the very last one, last but not least, the Washington Wizards. In 1961 to 62, they were called the Chicago Packers. 62-63, Chicago Zephyrs. 63-73, the Baltimore Bullets. 73-74, the Capitol Bullets. 74-97 were the Washington Bullets, and 1997 they became the Washington Wizards. I remember the contest to naming them on what their new name was going to be, and they have won one NBA championship as the Washington Bullets. I remember Abe Pollin owning them for years, and they're now owned by Ted Leonsis. And I do remember them winning that NBA championship. And that's what I was able to find on the history of the NBA. I know I probably made some mistakes on different things, maybe misread some information. But anyway, that's what I was able to come up with on the history of the NBA teams, and I hope you enjoyed it. And like, I apologize, I had to break it up into two parts, but like I said, I was not going to reshoot what I had put together in the first part, and I'm not somebody that really understands editing, is very good at it, so I know I could edit these two parts into one, but for now, I'm just going to make it a part one, part two. Maybe someday down the line, once I learn editing, I will merge the two together. I am looking for more ideas on shows to do in the future. Like I said, if it's feasible, I will research it and put one together. Show is about history, especially obscure aspects of history. And as always, like, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching.